Alright everybody, we're here in World 1, and let's get rolling. Okay, level 1 of World 1 starts off pretty simple. You gotta jump on that little guy or over him like I did. And there's a power-up right away. And it's in this little block with the question mark above my head. And a little trick that people might not know is if you hit the left side of the box, the power-up, which in this case is a mushroom, comes out of the right side. And if I were to have hit the right side of the box, it would have come out of the left side. And it's very helpful knowledge, actually, especially in the harder levels. These levels at the beginning is not a big deal because there aren't like holes and stuff around that you can get stuck in or fall down. This is another kind of cool trick, completely pointless, at least in this level. But if you see a white thingy like that and you hold down on it, you go behind the scenes. Now you're still vulnerable though, so there's only one. Whoa! Forgot about that guy. There's only one area that I know of where that's actually helpful, and we'll get to that here in a little bit. Okay, I kind of screwed up there because I forgot about that flying Goomba. Alright, now if I were to hit that box, there'd be a power-up in there. There we go. Now there's one up here, and I'm going to hit on the left. No, you know what? I'll show you this way. I'm going to hit on the right, and it'll come out on the left side. See? Whoops. Well, I missed it, but you got to see what I was talking about, so you know I'm not lying. Alright, let's get it running. Alright, and there's kind of a secret right here. Where's it at? There it is. Oops, I missed the secret. So there's a pipe, and you can go in there and get a few coins. Now, another secret is if you run in here full speed and jump and hit that at a like 45-degree-ish angle, then you get a star. And you might be asking, what's that star for? Well, let me tell you. That star is part of a system that gets you extra lives. And if you look in the bottom right-hand corner, you'll see that there's 3 different spaces. Each level you beat, for the most part, gives you a card, either a mushroom, a fire flower, or a star. Once you fill up all 3, you get a 1-up. However, if they are all the same, you get additional lives. So like if you get 3 mushrooms, you get a 2-up. If you get 3 fire flowers, you get a 3-up. And if you get 3 stars, you get a whole 5-up. Which is cool because extra lives are good. And speaking of extra lives, this might be kind of hard for me to do here, but there's a really good trick to do over in this spot right here. And if you notice, as I'm jumping on these dudes' heads, man, I keep screwing this up. I gotta move the controller down lower here. My finger's not used to this anymore. Okay, so I'm gonna try to get a little less stupid. As I was saying, you can see the points increasing every time I land on a Goomba's head. Oh, I forgot. I don't need to hold the B button. And then after a certain amount of time, or a certain amount of hits, you start getting free lives. What's better than that? Because they're free. And especially if you're new to the game, they'll be helpful, because you might die. And they're also very helpful towards the later levels. Because the later levels get tricky. Uh-oh. Alright, and when you die like that, or not die, but get hit, then your streak ends. Now I could theoretically go back and do that all over again, and get, like, 99 lives. But I don't need to do that. Because I'm not going to, and I don't feel like it. I think there's a 1-up here. Nope. I'm gonna go down this tube, though. And there's some coins here. No big deal. I need to find my raccoon tail, though. Oh. I think there's one. Oh, I thought there was one back there. Yeah, I think I missed it. Oh, hey. I got confused. That happens sometimes. Just right in here. See? Now, on the things that look like the music boxes, they bounce. And if you jump on top of one of them, if there's a power-up in there, then it falls out the bottom. So it's a little bit different than the regular bricks. And I think it's a star. Nope. And we're going to do our little trick and run full blast and get a star. Now if you noticed, there was a little fly dude at the end there. A lot of times what happens is the game puts in creatures at the end there, so you got to be careful so you don't get got. Now there's a little boomerang brother at the beginning of this level, so you want to do what I just did and get the little shell from the turtle and just run right into him with it and say, get out of my way. Okay. And then there is another little secret here. Oops, I didn't need to get that. I'm looking for... Normally the turtle breaks us down differently. Every once in a while it'll do a goofy pattern. There we go. This is just a bunch of coins. But, more importantly, is this. The little pinkish, orangish music box thingy brings you up to these clouds with the pretty song. And the best part is when if you see where the blue disappears and it turns into a bigger cloud, if you fly all the way up there, you get a 1-up. Which is why it's really, really good to have a Raccoon Mario when you come in here. Because everyone knows raccoons can fly. Okay, so remember in level 1 I showed you that little trick about the little white thingy-majig and how you can go behind the scenes? Well, we're going to put it to some practical use. Oops, and get got in the process. Oh, what just happened? It's a secret. 1 toot on this whistle will send you to a faraway land. Okay. And Mario gets a warp whistle. Okay. Let's see what's inside this mushroom house. Take a box. Its contents will help you on your way. Okay, let's pick the middle one. Hey, it's a leaf, which is for a flying raccoon power-up. Does that make sense? Alright, this level's kind of tricky. Now, I really wish I could fly, but I didn't want to use my power-up. Because this is a special level, and I probably won't be able to pull this off. But if I can, it'll be cool. There's the secret that if you get all the coins in the level, there's this magical ship that shows up. And you can use the magical ship and get on it and get a whole bunch of coins. Like a ton of them. And there's a one up there too, by the way. Oh, crap! See, that's what happens when you don't pay attention. I'm trying to talk at the same time. Okay, so anyway, you get a general idea of what that level is. I'm not going to go do it, because I'm just not. Okay, this thing has a spade in it. Line up the pictures and get a prize. You only get 1 try. And Mario's a little guy. Okay, this is hard for me. But you just hit the A button when you think they're lining up. And if you're lucky, which I wasn't, or skilled, I guess is probably a better adjective, then you get your thing. Okay. Now there's a secret in this level too. I really wanted to make this Let's Play without dying, but oh well. Okay, so this is one of those cases where it's good to know the mushroom trick about the side of the box that you hit. And this is kind of a tricky level. This is the hardest level so far in World 1. And because it's a fortress. And the fortresses are special because they unlock a route or a barrier on the map. So if you die and have to continue, you can actually bypass some levels that way. But we're going to do something different. We're going to just ignore that thing, and we're going to do a secret. And get another warp whistle. How about that? Now, we're not going to use the warp whistles. I just wanted you to see how to get them. Okay, let's go to level 5. Whee! Alright, there's coins. It's good to have a raccoon tail in this level, because because you get to kill things easier. Or fire, because fire's always good. And, whoops, right there is another secret little box. And here we go. Picking up the coins. Okay, time to fly. I'm flying. Alright. And one thing about these levels or these areas that scroll, is you can't go backwards. So, the coins that I didn't get, I don't get. And they're gone. Well, they're still there, but I don't get to get them. They're gone to me. Alright. Up the pipe. I think there's a bad guy at the end of this spot here. But I don't know. I don't have much room to get up and go on. Okay. So that's what happens when you get 3 stars. It gives you a whole 5 different lives. And it takes a minute. So normally, that thing that looks like a keyhole, like if you start at the start box, go to the right, and then right below that first little, I don't know, stopping point, I'll show you. This right here, right below Mario, would disappear. And then if you die, what happens is you start at the start again, and all the levels you've beaten become unbeaten. But if that's out of the way, you can just go here, start, and then start down at level 5. But that didn't work for us because we did the secret instead. So there's a trade-off. Alright, and there's I believe it's a raccoon tail in there, but I don't need one because I have one. It might be a fire flower though. And this brick, I believe, or it might be this one, has either extra coins or something in it. But, I don't want to mess with it. I want to get to the end of the level so we can do some killing of the main bad guy. Alright, let's go. Zoom, zoom, zoom. This was the one. Oh, man. Yeah, when the creatures are there, it's kind of tricky because you have to jump over them and not get dead. And so you don't always hit that at the correct angle. Alright, Mr. Hammer Brother. I'm going to show you who your boss is. This is Captain Bob. Oh yeah, sometimes in these levels, power-ups will show up. So you always want to hit the boxes to find out. It doesn't happen every time. I'm not really sure why, but that's how it goes. Oh, look at this! A little brand new thing popped up below. Let's see what this is. Flip over any 2 cards and see if they match. You can only miss twice. Okay, let's start here. And we'll go here. Haha! I think there's 8 different puzzles total. Okay, nope, star and 1 up. Hey, look at that! No, well, I got a couple things, so I should have in my list, yeah, a star that I got, and a flower. Alright, let's go in the mushroom house. Pick a box. Its contents will help you on your way. Oh, something that's really cool, if you're a Fire Mario or a Fire Luigi, when you're in these mushroom houses, you can blow snot. See? Your balls are green. And so it's like you're blowing snot, because he, like, flicks it out of his face. I'm immature. I got another flower. Okay, time to go to the castle. Oh, it's terrible. The king has been transformed. Please find the magic wand so we can change him back. Because he's a doggy. Getting on the airship. Okay. Now they shoot cannonballs at you. And one little cool trick is if you stand right there on top of it, when they fire out, they hit your feet and you don't get hurt. Now that doesn't work for the bullet bill things. You can't stand like right in front of it. Although they won't fire at all if you stand right in front of it. Like that guy, if you're right there and hung out, it wouldn't shoot. Whoa. But like something like this, that the upper left-hand corner that's firing balls at me, there's no trick to that. You just gotta not get hit. Okay. Now, I'll try to do this. This is the end of the level, or the world. And you have to jump on his head 3 times. But if you have fire, you can also shoot fire at him. See? The fire killed him. And if you can kill something with fire, it's always better. Because that's how life is. And so we get the little naughty looking toy, and Mario goes falling down, and somehow he's uninjured. And so is the wand. And the little mushroom says, "Oh, thank heavens, I'm back to my old self again." That wasn't a mushroom, that was the king. "Thank you so much. Here's a letter from the princess." And so then we get read a letter. "Greetings. If you see any ghosts, be careful. They will give chase if you turn away. I have enclosed a jewel that helps protect you. Princess Toadstool." It's not looking like a jewel, it's looking like a wing with a P on it. But apparently she thinks it's a jewel. So now we're in World 2, which I'll make another video on. Alright guys, have fun playing.